Alright, the next thing I did is take and put your brake hose on. Now this one threads in from the back of the wheel cylinder, but the top. Thread that in, tighten it down, make sure you put your copper crush washer on there, and then run it up through the retainer up top, the bracket. Put your retainer clip back in, and then undo the cap on your brake line and connect it, tighten it down at that time. So then that's all done. Chrysler has these, I know I mentioned it before a little bit, they don't have the adjuster star set up in here, the automatic adjuster. They have these manual adjusters, and I can show you how to actually adjust these once I get the wheels on and stuff. But 7/16, I got a socket back on there. You can see how this shoe goes in and out. So now I'm fully compressed down. This is the max it'll go in, so release away from the wheel. This is something to check, I guess, before you put these springs on. Make sure these are all, I forgot to mention that, but make sure these are all the way down when you go to put these springs on. That way you're not having to pull an extra distance there. So these, I went and when I was rotating around, I put a little bit of that brake lube on there too for the adjuster, so that way this is not jammed up. But you can see if I turn it more, you can see that cam turning and actually adjusting the full thing out all the way. So since that's a contact point and stuff too, I got grease on that. What you want to do for setting these up is get them all the way down to the bottom of their thing where they're not on a lobe, so that way when you set the drum and stuff on there, you're not fighting it. And then these are designed to adjust after you get everything assembled, get the wheel on and everything. And I'll show you how to do that once we get to that. For the spindle and stuff here, basically mine's ready to assemble. If you need to repack your bearings and stuff, a good time to do that would be now, since you got everything apart. I already repacked mine. Make sure you got a new dust seal and stuff on the back of that drum, and then you'll be ready to go ahead and slide that drum on. So I'm just gonna rotate this other side. Put a little bit of grease on the end of that cam, a little when it comes around. And that one's at the bottom of its thing too. So. And you can just keep going either direction. It's just a full turn all the way around. There's no stop or anything on it. So that's about it for that. And then as soon as you have your bearings and everything ready to put on, mine's all ready here. Drums are all good and everything, new seals and everything in there. Then at this time you can just go ahead and slide on, and you can see all the slack that it has in those shoes. You don't have any resistance going on the whole thing. It actually feels kind of weird. But, so then once you get this on there, you could go ahead and do an adjustment and stuff on there, but I'll get the bearing and everything set, preloaded and everything, and then we can go ahead and put the dust cap back on and get the wheel on it. And then I like to adjust them with the wheel itself on there. Gives me a better feel for it.